The initial takeaway when I'm watching the movie is like, he's scamming. So Spike Lee and Denzel Washington are about to come out with their 5th movie together with Highest to Lowest. And so I'm going through all of their collaborations, and I started with Mo Better Blues. Spoilers for a 30-year-old movie. Denzel Washington plays Bleak, who's a jazz musician and the leader of his own band. And he's so motivated and focused on the music that everything else in his life comes secondary, especially his romantic relationships. But what throws me for a loop is how Spike Lee decided to end his story in such a happy place and how he got there. Because at the end of the film, Bleak loses everything. He loses his ability to play the trumpet, romantic relationships, band, his status, and he's kind of reduced to a point where everything that he thought held value is gone. And it's only at this point, after a year of contemplation, that he decides to go and find one of his lost loves, Indigo, profess his love, and make it work with her, settle down, have a family, and live happily ever after. I get that the takeaway is when everything he thought was important was stripped away, he realized what was really important and really pursued that.
You're a good brother, Bleak. But you still don't know what you want.
I want a man who knows what he wants. Decisive. You don't know what you want.
But I kind of had to make myself see it because the initial takeaway when I'm watching the movie is like, he's scamming. Like, he's reduced to nothing. He lost everything that held value to him. And then he sees other people happy and doing what he loved to do. Then he goes really to his only option and really presses hard to make that work. The whole time he's professing his love to Indigo, I'm expecting her to realize that this is game he's putting on her and throw him out. But she doesn't. They make up, they get married, they have a kid, and they live literally happily ever after. And so I'm like, he settled. He settled for you and for the only thing he could have at that point in time. He didn't choose you. He was just out of options. Maybe I'm pessimistic at just projecting my cynical view of the world onto the movie, because when he's professing his love, he tells this story of this couple on a plane, and it was that story that he read that kind of awoken this epiphany in him, and that's what kind of realigned him. But in the movie, that epiphany didn't come until he saw his other ex and his former partner happy doing what they love, and then that made him go run Indigo. He didn't run Indigo before then. When he thought he could go on stage and play and get back to how he wasn't thinking about her until all of that